Chosen one, listen closely. The hour you have been waiting for is here. What you once thought was hidden, what you believed would remain locked behind silence and shadows, is now moving. A door that has been invisible to the world, unseen even to your own eyes at times, is beginning to shift. It is not an ordinary door, nor is this an ordinary moment. This is a divine threshold crafted by the hand of God, designed for you alone. The very atmosphere around you is charged with a subtle hum, a vibration that only those attuned to destiny can feel. And you, yes, you have always felt it, this quiet stirring that whispers, "Prepare, your moment is coming." You may have walked through seasons of waiting, wondering if your prayers had been heard, if your faith was enough, or if the storms were simply endless trials meant to break you. Yet every delay, every silence, every closed door was not denial. It was preparation. The God who watches over the universe has been carefully shaping the exact timing, aligning circumstances that are beyond human comprehension. What seems ordinary around you now is layered with extraordinary potential. And soon you will understand why this period of stillness, this season of watching and hoping, was necessary. Heaven has been orchestrating events behind the curtain, moving people, opportunities, and even obstacles to guide you toward this moment of revelation. Today I bring you a prophetic word, not for the casual observer, not for the one content to remain in comfort or complacency. This message is for the rare soul, the chosen one, whose heart has long carried the quiet fire of destiny. You may have felt isolated, misunderstood, or even overlooked. Yet it was never without purpose. The heavens have been marking your steps, counting your tears, and noting your perseverance. And now the door begins to open, not by chance, not by coincidence, but by the deliberate, perfect timing of God. Over the next few minutes, I will reveal the signs, the instructions, the hidden challenges, and the glorious fulfillment awaiting you. I will show you that what has been concealed is about to be made visible, that what has been deferred is about to be delivered. And by the end of this message, you will stand with certainty, knowing that the unseen hand of God is guiding you through this sacred passage. Stay with me, for this is your divine invitation. Your hidden door is opening, and the access it grants is life-changing, destiny-defining, and profoundly personal. As the door begins to part, feel the weight of the unseen presence that has guided your journey. This is not the work of mere circumstance. It is the deliberate unfolding of God's perfect plan. Every season you endured, the moments of quiet, the nights of prayer, the days of uncertainty were orchestrated with precision. Heaven has moved behind the veil, arranging the exact alignment needed for this breakthrough. Nothing you have experienced has been wasted. Every tear, every sigh, every whispered plea has been gathered and held as a treasure in the heart of God. And now it will be released in fullness. The source of this message is not human insight, nor is it a collection of mere intuition. It comes from a higher authority, the one who holds the stars in place and counts every heartbeat. The spirit that speaks now carries the resonance of divine timing, a frequency that cannot be ignored. You may have sensed it in moments of quiet reflection, or in the sudden clarity that comes when the world falls away, leaving you alone with your thoughts and the subtle nudge of something greater. That nudge, that still voice, is the guiding hand of God, calling you forward, preparing you for revelation. You are being invited into a sacred alignment, a meeting point between heaven and your own spirit. The circumstances around you, though sometimes confusing or challenging, are the threads of a tapestry only God can see in full. Every person who appeared in your life at the right or wrong moment was placed intentionally, either to prepare you, to test you, or to clear the way for what is coming. The timing has always been exact, even when it felt delayed or unclear. Now all of that preparation converges, leading to this precise moment where divine instruction meets earthly action. As this revelation unfolds, understand that it is both personal and universal. The message you receive today is unique to your path, yet it mirrors the eternal principles of faith, obedience, and readiness that govern every life touched by divine favor. The door that is opening is symbolic of access to insight, opportunity, spiritual empowerment, and fulfillment. It is a threshold of potential that requires both attention and intention. Your heart and spirit are being called to align with it fully, to recognize the sacred rhythm that has been guiding your steps, and to respond with trust, courage, and readiness. Prepare to notice the subtle confirmations that will begin to appear. The world may seem unchanged, yet shifts are occurring at a level unseen to the human eye. Moments of synchronicity, unexpected clarity, and opportunities that feel divinely timed are all markers of God's active presence. The divine orchestration you are witnessing is deliberate, and it demands your awareness. Stay attuned to the whispers, the nudges, and the signs that align with your deepest calling. This is more than a message. It is an invitation to step fully into what has been prepared for you. Now the vision becomes clearer. Imagine a door before you, not ordinary in any way, but radiant, framed by a light that seems to pulse with life itself. The wood, etched with patterns you cannot yet fully understand, hums with a subtle energy, resonating with the frequency of divine purpose. The air around it shimmers as if time itself bends slightly toward this opening. And the moment is poised on the edge of eternity. This is the door that has been hidden from your sight, the threshold that has been reserved for your arrival. And as it begins to move slowly, deliberately, it whispers an invitation. Enter, for what awaits has been prepared for you from the beginning. Behind this door lies a revelation that will touch every part of your life. It is not merely a blessing in the ordinary sense, but a profound unlocking of potential. It is the alignment of destiny and preparation, the merging of what you have worked for in spirit and in patience, with the tangible manifestation in your reality. The heavens have been at work clearing obstacles, moving people, and arranging circumstances that you could not see. The hidden streams of opportunity are converging now, and you are about to step into their flow. What has been delayed, what has been concealed, is being revealed in perfect timing. You may feel a surge of anticipation, a flutter in your spirit, and that is your soul recognizing its own awakening. This is a moment that transcends ordinary human understanding. The imagery that comes to mind may be of light flooding a previously darkened chamber, or a key turning in a lock after years of searching. The sense of opening is more than physical. It is spiritual, emotional, and psychological. You are being invited to a fuller alignment with the purpose for which you were born. And while the world may continue in its usual rhythm, your path is shifting. You are on the cusp of transformation, and this door is the gateway. Yet the prophecy is not only about revelation, it is about recognition. You are being called to recognize the signs of this alignment, the people, opportunities, and messages that will appear to guide you. Some may come subtly, a conversation that sparks clarity, a sudden understanding that solves a long-standing question, or the arrival of a mentor or guide who has been waiting for this moment as much as you have. Others may be more dramatic, doors opening in ways you never imagined possible, opportunities appearing with unmistakable divine timing. All of it converges to affirm one truth: you are not walking this path by accident. Every detail, every twist of circumstance has been part of this preparation. And so as the door opens fully before you, imagine the energy that spills forth. It is not just light, but life itself illuminating every corner of doubt and fear that may have lingered. The room beyond is vast, filled with the sense of purpose fulfilled and destiny embraced. You may feel a rush of emotion, relief, awe, gratitude, but also a deep responsibility. This is the fulfillment of what has been whispered to your spirit for so long. This prophecy is not distant or abstract. It is here, tangible and calling you to step forward with faith, courage, and trust. As the door stands before you fully revealed and radiant with divine light, it carries layers of meaning that reach far beyond the physical. This door is not simply a passageway. It is a metaphor for the spiritual thresholds we encounter throughout life. Every delay, every season of waiting, every trial you have endured has been a preparation for this sacred moment. It is through these experiences that the spirit is refined, the heart strengthened, and the soul attuned to recognize the subtle movements of God's hand. Each storm, each trial was a sculptor, shaping the contours of your destiny, carving resilience and faith into the very core of your being. In the divine economy, nothing is wasted. Every moment of despair has been a seed, every night of uncertainty, a silent classroom where patience and endurance are taught. These seasons were necessary not to break you, but to build you layer by layer, thought by thought, prayer by prayer. The hidden door is a testament to this process. It symbolizes access not only to blessings and opportunity, but to a deeper understanding of your own spiritual alignment. It is the convergence point where preparation meets destiny, where faith transforms from a passive belief into active lived experience. The door represents your readiness to receive what has been waiting for you all along the manifestation of divine timing. Consider the symbolism of light and darkness. The darkness you have walked through is not absence, it is contrast. Without the shadow, the brilliance of the light could not be fully perceived. The door glows because the trials behind it have defined the depth of your faith. Every challenge has sharpened your discernment. Every moment of patience has strengthened your intuition, and every time you chose trust over doubt, you moved closer to this revelation. This is the spiritual principle that underpins the prophecy. The invisible work within you precedes the visible manifestation before you. God does not simply open doors. He prepares the way, ensuring that the soul is ready to receive fully, without resistance, without fear, and without distraction. The journey through this door is also about transformation. It is a threshold of spiritual maturation where the heart's desires aligned with divine purpose meet the opportunities that have been ordained. This transformation is not merely external. It touches your inner life, recalibrates your intentions, and harmonizes your actions with divine will. The door invites you to step beyond limitations imposed by fear, doubt, or human expectation, and into a space where faith and action coexist seamlessly. It teaches that the true measure of fulfillment is not in what you gain, but in how you are transformed by what you receive. Finally, the spiritual depth of this moment lies in understanding divine timing. God's schedule is precise, meticulous, and infused with perfect wisdom. What seems delayed or hidden is always moving according to a plan that is often invisible to human eyes. The door is opening now because you are ready, because circumstances have aligned, and because the universe itself, guided by the Creator, has prepared the stage. Recognize that this is a season of intentional unfolding. Trust the process, embrace the preparation, and step into the light with the confidence that you are not entering by chance, but by divine design. The hidden door, therefore, is more than an entryway. It is a spiritual mirror reflecting your growth, your endurance, and your readiness. It symbolizes the sacred principle that the soul must be cultivated, the heart refined and the mind attuned before divine revelation can be fully grasped. The blessings and opportunities beyond this threshold are infinite, but they demand alignment, awareness, and spiritual clarity. Walk forward with reverence, with expectation, and with a heart open to the mysteries that await. For what lies beyond this door is the fulfillment of divine purpose, the revelation of destiny, and the tangible proof that faith, patience, and perseverance are never in vain. As you prepare to step through the door, pay attention to the signs that are quietly appearing around you. These are not mere coincidences. They are divine confirmations, subtle nudges and unmistakable markers that your season of revelation is arriving. The universe, guided by the hand of God, speaks to those who are attentive. And these signs are meant to awaken your awareness, to remind you that the path is unfolding according to divine timing. First, notice the moments of synchronicity. Events that once seemed unrelated may now converge in ways that feel uncanny. Conversations, chance meetings, or sudden insights may provide clarity exactly when you need it. These are not random. They are orchestrated markers guiding you toward alignment and signaling that you are on the right track. A sudden opportunity, a perfectly timed message, or even a flash of insight can serve as the hand of God reaching toward you saying, "Keep moving. You are not alone." Second, be attentive to the feeling of clarity that arises within your heart. When confusion or doubt begins to lift, when decisions that once felt impossible suddenly make sense, recognize this as confirmation. It is your spirit responding to divine influence, a quiet yet undeniable proof that you are attuned to the frequency of your calling. Trust these moments, for they are whispers from the divine, affirming that the door is opening just as it should. Third, watch for recurring symbols or patterns. You may notice certain numbers, colors, or natural phenomena appearing repeatedly in your life. Perhaps a bird crosses your path at a significant moment, or the same phrase or message appears to you in different forms. These symbolic indicators are personalized signposts guiding you and signaling alignment with God's plan. Do not dismiss them. They are more than coincidence. They are confirmation. Fourth, observe the people who come into your life. Guides, mentors, or even strangers may appear with timely advice, encouragement, or resources. These individuals are often instruments of divine orchestration, placed strategically to assist, instruct, or support you on this journey. Their arrival at the right moment is a clear signal that God's hand is active and the door is ready to be entered. Fifth, notice the internal stirrings of your spirit. Moments of sudden courage, renewed faith, or heightened intuition are often overlooked, yet they are powerful indicators that your soul is responding to divine alignment. These stirrings act as an internal compass, affirming that your readiness is being met with readiness from heaven. Finally, embrace the subtle peace that accompanies these confirmations. Even amidst uncertainty, there is a quiet assurance, a deep sense of rightness that cannot be explained by logic alone. This inner peace is a divine signature, a guarantee that your steps are guided and that the hidden door is indeed opening, offering access to what has been prepared for you. Even as the door begins to open, understand that not every step will feel easy. Before the fullness of this revelation arrives, there are hidden challenges, tests woven into your journey to refine your character, strengthen your faith, and sharpen your spiritual discernment. These are not punishments, nor are they signs of failure. They are sacred opportunities to prove your perseverance, to demonstrate that your heart and spirit are ready for what lies beyond the threshold. Some challenges will appear in the form of unexpected delays. Opportunities may seem to pause, messages may come late, or answers may not arrive on the timetable you had imagined. These delays are deliberate. They are designed to teach patience, to cultivate trust in God's timing, and to remind you that the unseen hand of heaven is at work, even when human eyes perceive stillness. What feels like stagnation is often the universe arranging the pieces of your path in perfect alignment. Other challenges may come as internal struggles. Fear, doubt, or anxiety may rise, testing your resolve. The enemy may attempt to cloud your vision, whispering that you are unworthy, overlooked, or too late. These moments are not signs of defeat. They are invitations to anchor yourself in faith, to speak truth over your own spirit, and to lean on the assurance that your path has been prepared. Every surge of doubt is an opportunity to reaffirm your trust, and every encounter with fear is a chance to deepen your courage. Sometimes challenges manifest in relationships or external circumstances. People may question your choices. Opportunities may be complicated by unforeseen obstacles, or responsibilities may weigh heavily on your time and energy. These experiences are not meant to derail you. They are tests to ensure that your focus remains on the divine assignment. The key is to remain centered, to discern which battles are yours to fight and which are simply part of the refining process orchestrated by God. Remember, the purpose of these challenges is transformative. They prepare you to enter the open door fully equipped, spiritually resilient, and emotionally steady. Enduring these hidden tests with faith does not only confirm your readiness, it strengthens the impact of the revelation waiting for you. Each trial you navigate serves as a layer of armor, protecting your spirit and clarifying your purpose. Take heart, for these hidden challenges are temporary, and their ultimate purpose is not to hinder, but to honor the journey that has been uniquely yours. They refine your spirit like fire refines gold, remove what is unnecessary and strengthen what is essential. Step forward with courage, knowing that every difficulty is an invitation to rise higher, to trust deeper, and to prepare fully for the extraordinary access that awaits. The door is opening, and these challenges are part of the sacred process leading you there. Now that you understand the hidden challenges, it is time to receive instruction. The door before you requires more than awareness. It demands preparation, alignment, and action. God is calling you to step fully into readiness, to attune your heart, mind, and spirit to the sacred rhythm of this season. What lies ahead is not passive. It is an invitation to engage, to act, and to respond with purpose. First, cultivate a spirit of prayer and meditation. Seek stillness daily, even for brief moments, and listen for the subtle guidance that flows when your heart is quiet. In these moments, you will begin to discern the nudges that align with divine intention. Speak aloud your readiness, your willingness, and your faith. Declare over yourself that you are prepared to walk through the door, fully trusting in God's timing. This practice is not mere ritual. It is an active alignment of your consciousness with heaven's will, ensuring that your spirit resonates with the energy of the revelation that awaits. Second, release what no longer serves you. Every burden, every doubt, every attachment that pulls your attention away from this sacred purpose must be surrendered. Forgive those who have wounded you. Release grudges and let go of expectations that are not aligned with your higher calling. The door before you requires clarity and focus, and any weight carried unnecessarily will hinder your progress. This is not a punishment, but a sacred cleansing, a preparation of the heart and mind to receive fully what has been promised. Third, embrace discernment in your daily actions. Pay attention to the choices you make, the words you speak, and the energy you bring into every situation. Align your actions with the principles of integrity, humility, and faith. Opportunities will present themselves, and your discernment will guide you in recognizing which paths are aligned with the divine plan and which are distractions. This practice empowers you to move forward confidently, without hesitation, knowing that each step is measured, deliberate, and guided. Fourth, nurture your spiritual community. Surround yourself with those who encourage faith, support growth, and reflect the principles of divine alignment. Mentors, guides, and fellow seekers are instruments in your preparation. Their presence will reinforce the lessons, confirmations, and insights that you encounter along this journey. Yet remember, their role is supportive. The true alignment begins within your own spirit. Fifth, act with intentionality. As the door opens, you will be presented with opportunities that require decisive, faith-driven action. Do not wait for perfection. Move in trust. Even small steps taken with clarity and courage send ripples through the fabric of your destiny. Each intentional action draws you closer to the fullness of what lies beyond the threshold. Hesitation rooted in doubt or fear delays the realization of divine timing. Bold, guided steps affirm your readiness and invite the full flow of heaven's provision. Finally, remain steadfast in gratitude. Even in the face of uncertainty, celebrate each sign, each lesson, and each moment of alignment. Gratitude attunes the heart to abundance, amplifies faith, and opens channels for revelation to flow unhindered. It is through this posture of appreciation that the full impact of the prophecy becomes tangible, that the door opens fully, and that your passage into fulfillment becomes not just possible, but inevitable. Remember, these instructions are sacred, yet practical. They are not meant to overwhelm, but to empower. Each step you take is a confirmation of your readiness, a preparation of the heart, and an invitation to walk confidently into the extraordinary revelation that awaits. Step forward, act with faith, align your spirit, and know that God's hand is guiding every detail. The door is ready, and so are you. As you step toward the door, know that you are never alone. Divine protection surrounds you like an invisible fortress, shielding your heart, mind, and spirit from harm, doubt, and distraction. The trials and tests you encounter are carefully balanced with the assurance that God's hand is actively guiding and guarding your journey. Every step you take is watched over. Every decision is supported, and every act of faith is met with unseen reinforcement from the heavens. This protection manifests in many ways. Sometimes it appears as peace in the midst of chaos, a calm that defies the turbulence of life around you. You may feel it as a quiet confidence, an inner knowing that the path is secure even when uncertainty threatens to overwhelm. Other times it shows itself through the actions of people, opportunities, and circumstances that align perfectly to preserve your spirit and support your mission. Every protective measure, whether visible or invisible, is a demonstration of divine care, reminding you that you are guided and safeguarded at every moment. You may also notice moments where challenges seem to fade just as they peak, or situations that once seemed insurmountable resolve with a clarity that cannot be explained by human reasoning. These are subtle signs of divine intervention, affirmations that your path is protected and that the forces of heaven are actively ensuring your forward movement. Trust these moments. They are confirmations that you are not navigating this journey alone. Remember, protection is not about avoiding every trial or difficulty. It is about being fortified to face them with strength, faith, and courage. Even when obstacles arise, the assurance of divine presence transforms fear into confidence, doubt into clarity, and uncertainty into purpose. Your spirit becomes a sanctuary, a place where the influence of God is tangible and the promise of guidance is real. Take comfort in the knowledge that every part of your journey is observed, guided, and secured. The door ahead is safe to enter because the one who oversees all creation has orchestrated your preparation, aligned your circumstances, and surrounded you with an impenetrable shield of love and wisdom. As you walk forward, allow this assurance to calm every anxious thought, steady every wavering step, and instill courage to move boldly into the fulfillment that awaits. This moment is sacred. Let the awareness of protection fill you with peace. Allow it to quiet the noise of doubt and fear. Know that you are cherished, guided, and defended not because of what you have done, but because of who you are in God's perfect plan. With this assurance, the door is not only open, it is safe, welcoming, and prepared for your entry. Step with confidence, knowing that divine protection accompanies you every step of the way. As you step through the door, the transformation begins immediately, touching every part of your being. This is not a change that happens in fragments or increments. It is holistic, profound, and enduring. Spiritually, your awareness expands, revealing truths that were previously veiled. Emotionally, burdens that weighed heavily on your heart begin to lift, replaced by a deep sense of joy, purpose, and clarity. Mentally, your thoughts align with divine wisdom, granting insight and discernment beyond what you previously imagined possible. This moment is the culmination of preparation, perseverance, and faith, a convergence of heaven's orchestration and your readiness to receive. The fulfillment you experience will not only impact you, but will ripple into every area of your life. Opportunities that once seemed distant now come with clarity and accessibility. Relationships are transformed, reflecting alignment and mutual support, and doors that were once closed are now open wide. The energy surrounding you shifts, drawing abundance, favor, and divine provision as naturally as light follows the sun. Every step forward is marked by a sense of empowerment, a recognition that you are exactly where you were meant to be, in alignment with your higher calling. This transformation is also deeply personal. You will feel it in your heart, in the quiet moments of reflection, and in the subtle ways your spirit responds to the world around you. Old patterns, doubts, and fears begin to dissolve, replaced by confidence rooted not in self-reliance, but in trust in God's perfect plan. You are no longer simply navigating life. You are stepping into it fully with purpose, clarity, and divine empowerment. The access granted through this door is a literal and symbolic confirmation that your journey has been purposeful, your patience has been honored, and your faith has been rewarded. Imagine the joy that flows from standing fully in your divine alignment. It is a joy that surpasses mere happiness. It is an inner peace, a deep satisfaction, and a profound awareness that your life is unfolding as intended. This is fulfillment at its highest level. The recognition that every trial, every delay, every challenge was necessary to bring you to this sacred threshold. Gratitude will naturally rise within you, not only for the blessings received, but for the growth, resilience, and preparation that made this moment possible. The energy you carry now radiates outward. Those around you feel the shift, drawn to your light, encouraged by your presence, and inspired by your example. You become a beacon, a living testament to the power of faith, perseverance, and divine timing. Every action, every choice, and every step forward is now infused with purpose and alignment, demonstrating the extraordinary impact of stepping fully into what has been prepared for you. This is your season of transformation, your moment of fulfillment, and the living proof that divine timing is never wrong. Embrace it fully. Stand in awe, gratitude, and readiness. Let your spirit expand your heart. Rejoice and your faith deepen. What lies beyond this door is not simply success. It is the profound realization of your divine potential, the culmination of your preparation, and the tangible manifestation of the promises that have always been spoken over your life. As you stand on the threshold of this new season, let these affirmations resonate within your spirit. Speak them aloud, meditate upon them, and allow their truth to anchor your heart. 1. I am ready to receive all that God has prepared for me. 2. I trust in divine timing, and I step forward with courage. 3. I am protected, guided, and empowered in every step I take. 4. I embrace my transformation and walk fully in my destiny. Repeat these words whenever doubt rises or fear seeks to distract you. Let them become a shield, a declaration of faith, and a constant reminder that you are aligned with the divine plan. Each affirmation is a spark, igniting the certainty that what has been promised is now within reach, that the hidden door is open, and that you are fully equipped to enter and thrive. Now receive this blessing spoken over your life with intention and divine authority. May your path be illuminated with the light of heaven. May your steps be guided with clarity, and may every opportunity that unfolds align perfectly with your purpose. May the doors that have long been hidden open fully before you, revealing the abundance, joy, and fulfillment prepared for your life. May your heart remain steadfast in faith, your spirit unwavering in hope, and your mind attuned to the wisdom of God. Receive the grace, favor, and divine insight that accompanies this sacred season. Know that you are not alone. The unseen hand of God continues to move on your behalf, orchestrating circumstances, guiding decisions, and ensuring that every step forward is both protected and purposeful. As you walk through this open door, may you experience a deep sense of peace, a profound joy, and an overwhelming gratitude for the journey that has brought you to this moment. Go forward boldly with faith as your compass and love as your guide. You are called, you are ready, and you are cherished. Every part of this prophecy is now alive within you. May your life reflect the glory, wisdom, and purpose of the divine plan that has always awaited your arrival. Step through, embrace your destiny, and let the fullness of heaven's blessing unfold in your life.